Hello everyone, I made this succulents on driftwood centerpiece. I thought I'd show you how to make it because it's pretty fun to make, pretty easy. Yeah, so I'll show you how. Unfortunately, I deleted the sound on this video, so there I am talking and obviously you can't actually hear anything, so I'm just going to talk over the top of that. So what I was saying was, here's the driftwood succulent planter that I put together. I actually took my succulents straight out of my garden. I have these just growing wild in my garden already. If you don't have them in your garden, you'll need to go to a plant store and buy a few. Just just a selection of easy care, low water sort of succulents and cacti, that type of thing. I've got some little grasses in mine as well. I've chosen two different colours. There's the darker green succulents and the lighter green ones that look a bit like a rose. The driftwood I took from the local beach. Just be really careful because sometimes there'll be signs saying it's allowed to take shells or driftwood, but in my case there was no sign, so I just took that piece. I thoroughly washed the driftwood first in warm water and bleach in a bucket, and that just sort of, gets rid of all the sand and just might kill any algae or anything on it, so that you just get a nice sort of clean piece of driftwood left over. That I've used drill bits, the paddle drill bits. One of them's an inch, which is 25 mils, and the other one's about half an inch. But just whatever you've got available, that's just what I happen to have. And there's my drill, which is just a regular 18 volt Black & Decker. It wasn't very much. In the background there was the, I've got some potting mix. So there I am just starting to drill a hole. So I just chose a place that I thought would look good for the biggest succulent and just hold it down and just start drilling through. You might want to wear earmuffs and eye protection just in case. It's pretty soft wood, the driftwood, but yeah, you don't, just in case anything sort of flicks through into your eye. So yeah, just keep on drilling until you've got it deep enough for the succulents roots. Succulents have, really shallow roots. There's not a lot to them. And as I said, they don't need a lot of water or nutrients. They're pretty low care. So I haven't done a very deep hole. Next to it, I just started doing another one, just to create a little bit more space for it. There you can see I've just gone ahead and I've put holes. So there's another one further to the right, another one next to the ones I already did, and then on that side on the far left, I've just put some extra holes, and I'm going to stuff succulents into that cavity there. The one problem I had was that my piece of driftwood actually had a hole going right through to the underside, and so I have to stuff that, otherwise all the water and dirt's just going to go right through and onto the table. So a quick way to stuff things is just to use your own sawdust, the sawdust from the woodwork item that you're working with. So just mix it up with glue and just stuff it back in there, and that makes a really excellent wood filler. So you can see I'm just using a really generous amount of, that's PVA woodworking glue. It's an external waterproof one. I always use the waterproof one. There's no point buying the interior one. So yeah, just keep on stuffing all those all that sawdust and wood chips back in to fill any holes. And I had to wait for about half an hour or so for it to dry in the sun. And then I started stuffing it with the potting soil that I've got there. So yeah, I'm just fixing it, just touching up a few places. As I said, you don't need too much of this. They don't have a lot of roots to them. So I'm just using my drill bit just to stuff, just to make a hole into it. You can also use sphagnum moss just to stuff into those holes, and that'll help retain the moisture a bit better. I haven't done that. I didn't have any sphagnum moss with me, so I've just used that potting mix there. But sphagnum moss can actually look really good. So yeah, that's where I'm just stuffing. Those green spiky succulents have quite long roots, and so that's why they work quite well when you just stuff them into that larger hole. So yeah, just keep going around stuffing them all. And to water this, it's really easy if you just grab a spray bottle, fill it full of water and just spray it on them. That's the best way to do it. If you don't have a spray bottle, just either buy one from the hardware store or whatever. It's quite good for plants just to be sprayed with water. But if you don't have one, then you could just take your piece of driftwood and just run it under the tap and let it dry on the draining board. But yeah, obviously a lot easier if you just use a spray bottle. So yeah, that's where I'm just stuffing in the largest of them. So that's the sort of centrepiece succulent, and yeah, just another pretty little one on the side there. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's really simple project, great thing to start with if you're new to woodworking and you just want to give something a go that only uses a couple of drill holes. And yeah, I mean, for me, all of these materials were free. It was just out of my garden or off the beach. So nice, simple project that you can just do for your for your table to create a nice centerpiece. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.